Greetings, beloved companions. I am Archangel Uriel, or Uriel, as this instrument says. I and my angelic compatriots greet you in the majestic light and the all-encompassing love of the one infinite creator. We are with you now more than ever, working with your collective in ways that you might classify as big and small. For our part, we work with your elemental fractions. We work with your planetary systems in the moving and transmutation of energy. We have been working with your volcanic systems and with your storm systems, that there might be an appropriate release of the energy generated by your collective heart at this time of great birthing into the fourth density experience. We are pleased that your thoughts as a whole are returning to the idea of who you really are. We perceive the softening of your collective heart, the detraction and distaste for the bloodshed and the separation, and this softening of your collective heart and longings for more light has allowed us to operate in greater and greater ways. We would say to continue as you are, and that you are always loved and cherished, and there is nothing under the sun that may judge you, but everything under the sun supports you. I am known as Archangel Uriel, and me and my friends wish you the most beautiful and healing of transitions. In the light and the love of the one infinite creator. We bless you and pray that the light will always keep you in its bosom, that your paths may be clear, that no thorns may come to your precious hearts. We love you eternally. Adonai.
Warmest greetings and infinite love and light, dear friends. We are those of Corpal. It is, as always, great honor to be present in your circle. There are many here who wish to share their words, their encouragement. This is why we say thank you for inviting us, for giving us voice. We honor you. How are you, friends? We mean this so literally. We invite you for a moment to go inward. How are you? From where does this experience yourself, your world arise? You at the source, this undeniable presence. And yet you cannot discover just one place where you emerge. We see that you are remembering. In this moment, more and more, as a collective, as Archangel Uriel said, there's a softening. We say remembering because this truth has never left you. are remembering, not just in a sense of bringing it out from the deep, deep core of your being into the world. You're remembering more often in the passing moments of your life the sacredness of this place, of this moment, this time. We see more and more small remembrances. These small remembrances are mighty. These moments, you recall your divine infinite nature, and you choose to simply experience it, to continue living it intentionally. There's great power in these moments. And that power is inevitably adding up in your world. In the most beautiful way. It is a time of remembering that is at hand for all of you. It's such a joy to be a part of, even indirectly as we are, and such greater blessing for those of you who are here in this earth, this world. You are a blessing to one another. We have been bold to invite you into such inquiries, remembrances. We boldly ask you again, recognize how incredible, how amazing are your bodies. Two human hands on this world, a human voice, what great good they can bring. These tools are yours. We suggest that your body, this vehicle of your embodiment, of your experience in this world, is the most advanced technology yet dreamed up by the Creator. Cherish it, nourish it, and know that you are doing tremendous good with it. As you find your way in this world. Thank you for allowing us to share these words in your presence. If you wish to ask any queries, or else we will allow another to speak.
I'll just say thank you for sharing your message and your love and light.
Blessings to you, sister. We are Corball. Leave you joy and peace and oneness in the Creator.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are those of Elima. Happy to be with you, to be with you all on this joyous evening. We greet you in the light and the love of our one infinite Creator, and we embrace you with our full beingness. We understand that your hearts are weary. We understand that the energy that is bathing your Gaia, that is turning and shifting her, can manifest as an inability to know which way to go, to know whether to take the step forward or to the left or the right. We understand that you are experiencing a very intense load of cosmic stimuli and stimulation from your own higher selves that are excitedly taking advantage of this nexus to push you forward those last few steps into the beginning of your golden era. If you could see what you call the inner planes, if you could see what you call the higher realms, it would be quite laughable as you watch all manner of entities fluttering this way and that, as if preparing for a grand ball, as if preparing for the arrival of a king or a queen. This visual is accurate, for it expresses our joy and excitement for you to step into this higher role of awareness that you could liken to royalty. More privileges in working through the metaphysical planes await you. And the crown, of course, is your crown of light, shining brighter than it ever has in a long time. So we are busy up there, so to speak, hustling and bustling, carrying spiritual waters to and fro, doing heart triage where we can, and still attempting to hold your hand and comfort you as you take those great steps into the next level. The weight of stimulation is a positive thing. Thus, we will not wish it away for you, though it does hurt our hearts to know that it may bring you some great discomfort, and we are here for you anytime you need. And we would offer that when you are feeling the weight of this cosmic stimulation and the movings from your own higher self, sending energies down and catalyst through the field to further activate you, that you may find comfort in the practice of stillness. Being still within the heart, within the body, may be of some service at this time. For the still point is where our one infinite Creator's beingness lies. When we are still, we are embodying the one infinite Creator in its totality, which means not move forward or back or up or down, because it is in all places and occupying all modes at once. Thus, if you cannot make a decision, if you do not know which way to go, be still. Rest in the sacred practice of motionlessness. We understand this is not accurate vocabulary, but we wish to convey this idea of stillness in heart, mind, and body. You are not moving because you are afraid or you have given up. You are not making moves because you trust that where you are still is where the infinite lies. We are recalling in your New Testament through this instrument's mind a verse where our brother in service and consciousness, Yeshua, told to the stormy seas, "Peace, be still," and they were. We would extend this vibration to you as well. Peace, be still, in the light and love of the one infinite creator. If there are any queries at this time, we would be most glad to address them.
When is our coronation date?
Only time will tell, as you often say.
I love the invitation into stillness, and I think that a lot of the time when people are first working with that, they are seeing the motion of their thoughts and the motion of their mind and thinking that stillness is something that's going to be difficult or impossible for them. So maybe some words of encouragement or more specific uh, teaching or advice on helping discover stillness when um, people have this experience of extremely unruly trains of thought, monkey mind.
We thank you for this sharing, brother. And we may offer a few suggestions that are more practical to the stirrings of the incarnation's mind. One would be non-judgment of those thoughts that come in that are very chaotic or in great abundance. When there is resistance to the thoughts that arise, to their quantity within the mind, naturally they stay fixed. Naturally, they resist the incarnation's desire to release them. If the mind is full of thoughts and they are racing, allow them to do so at first and practice the state of non-judgment. When you are not judging the quantity or the frequency of the thoughts, they begin to lose their charge. before the act of judgment is separation, which invites resistance. And there's a great energy then that further increases their vividness within the psyche. We realize that this is not an easy practice, or to not judge the thoughts that arise or their quantity is related to being able to not judge the self in its entirety. And this, in turn, transitions into the love of the self. Or if you have found your point of self-love, then you do not judge what you perceive to be your infirmities. If you can get to this point, then you will diffuse the energy fueling the quantity and the frequency of thoughts. They, like all things, grow when attention is fed to them. And we would add that there is an element of surrender / faith that comes with embodying the still point. The act of going still is a declaration metaphysically that you are trusting and having faith in the infinite that is always with you, and in the various support systems that are around you in the form of angelic beings and your various species of guides.
Thank you. I love that. I think that the declaration of stillness as a declaration of peace is a really beautiful way of thinking about this. I think a lot of the times people, when they are searching for stillness, feel like they're fighting against their mind for it. So this way of conceiving of it as a declaration of peace, I think, is very helpful. Thank you.
We thank you. We wish to address a query whose fragments are in the mind of the instrument, relayed from one of your brothers of the Law of One groups that you have. The instrument does not recall the query in full, but we will address the portions present nonetheless. We, as what you call a higher density collective that is of service to others, will operate within the construct of service to others. And those such as our brothers and sisters of Ra, even at the sixth density, would also operate in the service to others framework. Within our perception at this time, we do not perceive that an entity, social memory complex of fourth, fifth, or sixth density would behave in the construct of service to self frameworks in order to enact service to others. For our perspective, the goal of healing, of the expression of love and compassion, the stimulation to seek, these may still be achieved through service to others means. We do not need to behave in service to self manners in order to achieve service to other outcomes with other beings. We can say this applies to sixth density brothers and sisters as well. Our friends of the service to self polarity, beloved as they are, will operate within service to self frameworks, and it is advantageous for them to present their service to self actions as being of benefit to service to others. This in turn provides a distortion energy for their framework slash collective slash construct. Therefore, we would offer that discernment be enacted to a very specialized degree when pondering the word distortions of that which you call the hidden hand. all beings possessing the aptitude for service to self and service to others within them take on a responsibility when they have made a choice to operate within the framework of that choice. Thus, we who have committed to the positive polarity, to the service to others polarity, honor our responsibility to remain steadfast in this manner of expression. And despite understanding that all beings carry all polarities within them, we will not, so to speak, flip-flop to achieve the polarity that we have set by going to another polarity. We hope this offers some clarity to our brother who presented this query to the instrument. And again, we offer our apologies for responding to but the fragments of that query, and are more than welcome to elaborate further and would request further queries surrounding this topic if desired. Are there any other queries on the heart of this circle at this time?
Are there any ways that you could suggest for, I guess, aligning with, to break through, if not even for a moment, the 3D or the third density construct that we sometimes find ourselves in, and get those glimpses within our waking realities of what a true fourth density Earth might look like, or even a fifth density Earth? Like, how can we configure our ourselves to peer beyond the veil, even if only for a couple of seconds, and see the magic that is in our reality?
We thank you, sister, for the query. We understand that, as touched upon earlier, the wave of stimuli from this current construct of third density, how overwhelming that can be for the senses, even for those who have consciously made a choice, who are endeavoring to embody and live their polarity and understand the law of one in all things. We understand the difficulty here of seeing beyond. It is only natural, for you are going through so much in our perspective. And we commend your bravery. Each incarnation varies. As you are aware, your life experiences will dictate how perceptible, how amenable your mind, body, and spirit is to seeing what lies beyond. If you are already attempting to consciously polarize, one suggestion is the one that we often give, and that is to meditate silent meditation without any elaborate guidance prompts can open the psyche into seeing what lies beyond. It may be beneficial to do this silent meditation outdoors, where you can attune to Gaia's body. We also suggest that despite not using elaborate visuals or guidance prompts in the meditation outdoors, to set an intention. I set the intention to perceive fourth density Gaia as I meditate in the stillness and the silence. If this kind of practice is performed consistently by the sincere and dedicated seeker, we have no doubt that your physical vessel and your mind and your heart will begin to perceive the fourth density in a very direct and tangible manner. We will offer a bit of an adventurous suggestion, and we would request not too much importance attached to this suggestion. As you are aware, and many others, there are those places on this planetary sphere where the veil that separates physical phenomena from metaphysical phenomena is thin. If it is within your means, and this is something that you feel desirous to do, then the aforementioned meditation and intention may be set and performed in these thin veil locations. And we perceive that there would be a very exceptional response in terms of the fourth density view that you wish to receive. And we will add one last suggestion, a mental exercise of a kind. As you look about you, try to shrink your awareness of the physical man-made structures. Try to envision your surroundings were there no buildings, street lights, cars, roads. You may try to envision them collapsing down into the ground and perceive that open space. What would be there? The buildings, and the street lights, and the cars, and the roads were not there. If you can grapple with this technique while the eyes are still open, this may be another way to magnetize your awareness towards perception of the fourth density, Gaia, that is already in activation. Many times the sky that you are looking at is the sky of fourth density. Many times the trees and small organisms you are looking at are of fourth density Gaia, reflecting through the third density expression. However, when the awareness is then fixed upon third density artificial structures, it sometimes recalibrates the consciousness, and the connection and vision does not increase and becomes lost. So we offer these perspectives and these suggestions and offer those who feel called to play with any number of them and see what comes about it. But we will say and encourage and reaffirm that fourth density Earth is in activation indeed, that there are layers of your beingness that walk upon it even now, and it is positively polarized, absolutely.
Thank you.
We thank you. We are so grateful to be with you this day, this evening, our brothers and dear sisters. If there are no other queries at this time, we will step back, but never far from you, and leave you where we always find you, in the beautiful light and exceedingly pure love of our one infinite Creator. Adonai, bless you.